Hello everybody, welcome back to FTL mod season 3. We're going on with the same mod we saw last time, which is the Tardis mod from Gen Cool, known as Tardis Remastered. Get it? Master. Speaking of the Master, first two ships were the Tardis with the... Are there any differences between those? Not at the hull image, which isn't really a requirement. It's basically the same ship. The inside's bigger between the two. The third one sits separately from this one, as it's a completely different story of that one. It's the Paradox, probably known as the Paradox Machine, which has been seen on... I think it was the first appearance of the Master in the series, which was a 3-parter episode, when we were still having David Tennant as a doctor combined with his companion Martha. I don't know what her character's name was after that. Martha something. And with the what's their name again? Those little orbs. What were their names? Toclafane, that's it, hey! Thank you, Mod, for helping me out with finding a name I couldn't... Yes, the Toclafane, the little alien orbs who ended up being human. The Paradox Machine reference... The Paradox name, that's the Paradox Machine, which was used in those 3 episodes to keep the Paradox possible. Not going to be putting too much spoilers other than that about that episode. In case you're still watching the series, just started watching it, it's no spoilers from me, rest assured. But if you do not know the series, good lord, go watch it. New season kicking off September 19th, which means these episodes will go up a little bit before that, actually. Anyway, I'm assuming we'll be granted weapons at another starting scenario, which can be a different one because we do not have a regeneration aura but a corrupted aura, which means in terms of the game you can put up a different event, starting event for it. I'm hoping that's exactly what is happening. Right, well, without further ado, let's get started. I am playing on easy because I do want to, well, in between quotes, speed this up a bit. I've put up a post on the FTL mod forums that I'm willing to showcase any mod. Means I don't have to, well, I don't mind cherry picking the mods, but if people want their own mod to be showcased, then makes it easier for me to find mods. I mean, there's tons of them, but there are actually creators out there willing to have a showcase video of their mod. This way I have something to record and they have something to show off, which is great. I'm gonna go check my recording real quick and then we'll get this party started. Alright, let's get this show on the road after I do one of these. Okay. Let's go. So again, our Time Lord here, he's still a revamp of the crystals. And it's still a crystal, so we still get our lockdown ability and such. So anyway, let's kick things off. Okay. And the tip is from Captain's Edition, so... Rebel Point Defense System. Oh, he changed the name. Rebel Point Defense. I thought it was a planetary defense system. No, well. PS weapons charge faster than plant. Oh, there's 2 of them. I see what you did there, sleeper. Anyway, corrupted aura, activate the Paradox Machine. Tardis is not well, it can barely keep itself locked into a single reality, let alone a point in time and space. Shadowy figure falls against the console of a gentle beast, walls falling apart, sparks cascading to the floor. The source of the problem is located right at the heart of the machine. Find the laser screwdriver. So there's our weapon. It's not a sonic. Yeah, the Master did have such a weapon, which makes me wonder if our character will be named Master. Only one way to find out, let's click through it. Ah, yep, the Master winces at the feel of blood trickling down their abdomen. Their abdomen? Should that be his or her abdomen? I'm saying her because spoilers. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to put that in. I've been asked to give as much feedback as possible because there's apparently a patch coming out, and the more he can fix in one go, the better. Alright, see you in a bit. Should take. Alright, stabilize the paradox machine. With a final burst of strength, the master jams the screwdriver into position. The Tardis shrieks, liquid light begins seeping from the controls, clashing, climbing the walls, and enveloping the master. Isn't that 2 P's? Alright, that's legit. Use the energy to regenerate the master. Paradox console strains and beats with uneasy but quickening rhythm. Coughing gives way to spluttering, which gives way to manic laughter. Wonderful, hear the drums. The drums. Anyway, chaos and destruction gives way to a deep red glow and unearthly silence as the machine rebuilds itself around the master's cracking, warping body. Reality jolts as a reborn body catches itself onto the floor, clawing their way over the controls with a chuckle. The master grins at a new reflection in the broken glass of the console. Master. Yep. Ooh, shoot. We're gonna definitely want to have that active. Alright, so what's our toys? We've got laser screwdriver. We'll look at that in the ship once we're done fixing stuff up, actually. We've got anti-hull toclophane. Apparently it only does hull damage. I don't know. It seems this entire ship is built around boarding. A bit more about that later, actually. As I can want, if I want, because I want to take a good look at everything before I make an official statement or any kind. Let's see. Laser screwdriver. A powerful laser beam that can leave crew incapacitated for a long time. Requires precise aim. Damage per room 0. So it's a laser that does... No, wait, a laser... What? Powerful laser beam? So is it a laser or a beam weapon? It's a beam weapon. Right, I'm gonna have to put that in because that is confusing, because lasers and beams are entirely different weapons here. Using the term laser beam is kind of confusing. Give me a sec to type that up. Alright. So that's a laser. I'm guessing that's where the toclophane drone comes in to keep shields down. Charge time 8 seconds. Now you do a 25-second stun. So I can stun lock enemy crew and I can mind control them as well. Ha. Alright, so I kind of get the feeling where we're going with this ship. Let's see if we can make it work. I think the ship is going to be a lot harder than the than the Tardis. Reason we do not have starting missile defense. We have nothing to take down the enemy systems either. We'll see what we end up with, right? So we wait until the first dude comes in and we mind control him. And then we log down, which means we should be able to take down the weapons. Whilst eating a bunch of missiles of our own because reasons. Well, 5% dodge chance paying out in our favor. Now the next problem in this whole thing is going to be quite simple as well, actually. That's having to find a way to take down the enemy crew, which is where our stun lock will come in. So if I keep these two stun locked, then I can just move on to here, and we'll keep auto firing this. Although we can't because we need to look at what the drone's actually doing. Okay. So we'll keep these two people stun locked. That's a weird sound. I don't recall it from anywhere. It's been a while since I've seen those episodes though, so that could be parts of it. And now we can just bash up on this crew. Although we could probably go take out their shields, which means we do not have to rely on the drone, because occasionally it is getting a shot through, which I would rather avoid. Means I could start auto-firing the laser as well without having to worry about anything blowing up. Right, offline, move to there and auto-fire that. Right, and now just bash up on them. It's an interesting strategy, and the way things are now, they're through, okay? They can't do anything anymore because I'm keeping them stun locked. The problem is it seems to be a strategy that can easily go, sorry for the harsh word, but tits up. You can't really stun crew if they're on the tile your dude's on. And later on we'll probably start running into other problems, being boarding being our only strategy, and a boarding strategy can easily be disrupted by a couple of things. But I mean, so far so good. We'll see what we can cut up with, but only time will tell. I mean, getting a weapon in is probably going to be a bit of a priority. Either that or a better drone. And by better drone, I mean another drone. I mean, this drone isn't bad, considering the combat drone takes 2 power. Sure. Missiles. I have no need for them. I don't know how this is going to play out, but we're going to give it a few goes and see what ends up happening. You're dealing with another one of those. It's not ideal, but we don't really have anything else going for us. This can go back online. For having to rely on our drone, we don't really get a lot of drone parts, but again, that could just be me. So we have to mind control him so he moves to another tile, and we lock down. And this nets us with safety from being shot up. And I missed my chance to stun lock all of the crew. Not really, actually. I wonder if I could still do this. It's a really tiny beam, but I think I can still pull it off. Yeah, I can, but I've messed up my own dude as well. Because I sent him back in. That was brilliant. I mean, I suppose I could keep him in here until I get my lockdown back. Or my mind control for that matter, but I don't think it'll do us any good. We'd keep this fight in stasis for forever, and that's not really what I was after. I guess I'm just gonna let the stun do its course, and then we'll get moving again. Get back in there. How many people are actually after me now? Just the one which I can mind control. Which means we now have crew in 2 different rooms, but we got 2 of them on lockdown. So I guess we can start beating up on those, huh? Unless I go to shields now, which I probably will do. Right. Stun. Go to shields, so we'll lock it down. Alright, so it's an interesting starting strategy, something I haven't seen before. With a bit of luck, yes, only one of those will be necessary. What's your health like? 85 mines, 107, which means I should be able to take you. Which I will do. And I'll keep those two stunned, and once everything's done, I'll go in there and beat the crud out of them. Simple. But yeah, an increase in drone parts probably wouldn't be the worst idea. I mean, the drone will not be doing any superior thing, so an increase in those might be worth it. We'll see if we end up running out or not. Start getting some air back on our ship. Now I just need to be careful that I don't stun my... this isn't destroyed anymore. Shoot. It's always something, isn't it? Come on. I have to bring him back. Once his mind control runs out, he'll probably move on to shields anyway. No, he's back on the... he's back in there. Well, this is one way to drag out a fight. Alright, that should kill him, and after that we can go kill those final two crew members. Which have been stunned for like 3 minutes already. Wait. And go. Oh no, I can't move you to another tile. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Maybe you are considered on that tile, so maybe if I just do this, you will stay stunned. Although I doubt it because we're exchanging. Maybe 15 seconds is long enough to guarantee a win. I can always mind control one of you again. Yeah, okay. Oop, and we're good. Okay, he moved on to the other tile. Idiot. Alright. So this is definitely considered a slow playing ship, at least at the starting. I'm assuming once you get some extra crew and things can speed up, but it looks like you will be constructing this entire ship around boarding. At least until you can get a decent weapon, and even then you can only get two, which means you will be probably be relying on drones. Alright, that was easy enough. Let's see if I go here, then move to here, then move to here, then move to here. Yeah, I think I could do this, and then... Right, let's see, here, and then move to here, here, then move to here. Here. Yeah, okay. Just nothing, decoy powered ambush. No teleporter. We don't have to fear anything, not until our... well, not as long as our doctor is over... not doctor, our master is over there. Makes you feel weird saying it's our master. No healing capabilities either. So let's just board in a room where I'm fairly sure that no one will be in. Which will be shields, because we need to take the shields out. Right. Wouldn't mind taking over the... they're both mantises, so it probably won't matter too much. Right, the other one didn't make it in. That's all we need. Now I just need to make sure that we can... I missed the chance. Well, at least we'll stun him once. No! Shoot. Well, the smart thing that The only smart thing I can still do is just keep this thing auto-fire until we get mind control back. System repair can take care of the breaches. Alright, that'll have to do. You can go of auto-fire. For some reason you can't see when you're stunned. Interesting. I wanted to keep that paused. And I missed. Alright, brilliant. Gotta sort of keep him out of the... Okay. In and zap. And hope 25 seconds is enough to kill the dude. If not, we can still mind control him. Do we really get a 25-second stun? Man, that's long. Really long. 6 fuel, good. So far, so good. Okay, so dialogue options with Crystal crew members have been cut from the mod. Okay. I don't think we could have made it without your help in pitch up. Okay, weapons would be ideal. And otherwise I'm looking more at crew. We're not getting that, but this could still be good. Which means I don't need the drone anymore. Okay, I can get rid of one shield layer every time. Or I just get another crew member in. I'm gonna go with this. And then there's another store right there. Okay. Gonna need more power to keep our combat augment up. Checkpoint Ultramarine. Regeneration aura, activate the paradox machine. The paradox strains with access energy after its last jump. Let's put it to good use. Pull the new Toclafane warrior through the rift. Change your companion to something more interesting. I don't have any companions, I think. Pull a new Toclafane warrior through the rift. Aha, so we can get drones. 1.1 and 2.2. Right, let's go in on there. Give me a sec. Alright. Don't think I need another anti-hull Toclafane defense. Toclafane will give us missile defense, I'm assuming. My child! A small Toclafane fighter floats through the rift and into the master's arms. Oh. Now get out there and stop some missiles. Shoots down incoming missiles and asteroids. Okay. Considering we won't be needing you if our shield combat augment kicks in. Heal them. Politely decline. Engage the pirates. Ion fields. Now, do we still have enough power to power up the stuff I need? Yeah, but barely. And I don't think you're going to be doing any damage to that. Yeah, you will. Okay. Which is odd because you don't have any form of damage. Guessing beams will always do a minimum of damage. Then again, does the fire beam do anything about those? They must, right? Okay, well, now we know this thing can be used to take down Zoltan shields real quick as well, but they only seem to be doing 1 damage, which is odd. Beams tend to do 2. Weird, weird, weird. Anyway, we're dealing with another medbay situation, so we're gonna have to be able to lock in the crew in one room at all times, which is not gonna be an easy feat to pull off. Combine that with the fact that I would kind of need 1 extra power in order to power up all the things I would need. What a nuisance. Although I suppose I could board the weapons room on my own without stunning anyone yet. Let's have a look. Well, I won't be stunning you, won't be mind controlling you, that's for damn sure. Would you be so kind as to send in someone else? They hit me. How, why, when, who? Could you stop sending in the freaking slug? Okay, you know what? Pretty sure that both of you are in there now. Alright, and I guess we're done here as... No, we're still getting hit. Ugh. Good lord. Well, this is going to be a long fight again. You can auto-fire. Means you have to keep pulling him out every time the weapon's about to fire. At least until we kill one of them. And then we can relocate our weapon like this. Alright. No need to mind control anymore. Auction can come back online. This is a really interesting boarding strategy. Takes a while to get set up properly. Kind of makes the entire boarding strategy an even bigger puzzle as it already can be. You can take that attacking stun and shove it up yours, I believe. Alright, so that should be enough to power up everything alongside of our combat augment. Alright. We're gonna run into troubles with ships that have 2 shield layers, and speaking of which, there we have one already. Which means we're bunkering down, at least for quite a bit. So how on earth are we going to do this? Well, probably with our other drone again, but we don't have a lot of drone parts to begin with. But we're kind of forced into it, aren't we? We have to wait until they run out of missiles, because we need the power from a defense drone. We need both of our shields up as well, which isn't helping. This isn't a repair that can go offline in favor of the anti-hull. This is going to be an interesting one to do. Suppose you can board it without the laser first. Log down. Mind control the dude that's in the weapons. But I'm pretty sure there's too much crew on here to actually pull something off properly, which means we'll probably just have to let both drones run. And just hope that at one point it'll kill everything. Yeah, there's way too much crew on there to pull off something this big. I suppose I could take them down one by one, actually. Which means I wouldn't need that. Alright. We'll take that one crew member at a time then. It's not ideal, but it will have to do. Don't tell me one is not long enough to... Oh my god, it isn't. It freaking isn't. One lockdown isn't enough to kill one crew member. My god. Alright. Well, you know what that means. We don't need you. You can go back online. And we can just watch things as they may or may not happen. They still have missiles, obviously. Yep, we're just gonna have to wait until a lot of those happen. Which stinks. Let's get some evasion done. Can't do anything. I mean, I can get rid of those dudes, but screw it. Means we at least have something to do. It ain't fun, but it'll have to be done. That's finally the last missile done. Well, that might be another crew member dead. He walked off. And he walks off. And that's a kill. Alright, medbay was full apparently. Oh yeah, abduction. Why didn't I think of that? Do you still have full? How the hell did you get? Reconstructive teleporter works on you as well. Okay. Should have figured. You want to destroy my teleporter, right? Yeah, of course you do. Why didn't I think of doing that before? Stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid. Abduction strategy. Right, well, let's not waste any time on it. See if you can kill that dude. Means I have one less person to kill myself. Probably not, which means I will have to go in there. Which means you can probably take... He already ran. Alright, come on. Oh yeah, you can just walk out. It's always something, isn't it? Okay, open up all the doors except these. Some more hull damage, but whatever. It's always just in time, isn't it? Like, just before the air runs out, that's when they destroy the system. No. Maybe we'll have to wait until that thing is done again. Until we get our lockdown back. Or I could try to stun the crew dude. But that means he has to be in a lower tile, which he isn't. He's not even bothering to man the shields. Ah, because he can't, right? So if I board in now, which means I will need the laser as well. Tell you what. I don't think I'm gonna be needing it though. Yeah, I could probably just lock down and be fine with the whole thing. Right, good. Well, now that I know... Ooh, and we got a crew member! Yay! You're not alone anymore. Master. Ugh, still sounds wrong to say that. Anyway, I can't jump because my engines aren't powered. It's probably make it a bit harder to use that laser thing. Oh no, PDS really? I couldn't deal with Zoltan's shield and PDS targeting me, not this early on. I don't think any ship is capable of doing that. Which is why I tend to avoid Zoltan sectors like the plague. I just hate them. I don't mind fighting them, but the Super Shield PDS or ASB combination, that is not my thing at all. Right, so drones are running low, which sucks, but I can't mind control or do that through the super shield, so we're not going to be doing that. Need 5 shots of this, which is going to take a while, which means I'm going to have a drink of my drink. Yes, a drink of a drink. Wanted to protect you guys from these sipping sounds. Right, so we can either have them fight each other, or we can just go kick their butts ourselves. And with one of them crew members stunned to infinity, this shouldn't all take too long. We're going to stop shooting that because you probably won't need it anymore. Now his missile's gone, he doesn't really have anything to throw at us anymore either. Which means our crew members could just get some combat in. Cool. Sec. Alright, contact a refugee ship. Yes. Cool. Decent amounts of stuff. Which will probably still go towards power. Alright, keep both our shields up without any form of problem. A rush to the exit, huh? I go here, I'll go here, and I'll go here, then I go here. Yeah, okay, we can probably make it out without fighting the rebel fleets, unless we get a fleet advancement now. We'll have to have a look at this, because that is a... yeah. Okay, we'll go at him. Let's have a quick peek. Alright, right, I've got an idea on how I want to play this out, but I will have to port in you separately first. There we go. Keep their crew on lockdown, and in a little bit we'll send in our Rockman, who will go take care of the weapons. Technically, I don't even need you in the room anymore to pull that off. And that's a bit of an issue. Better get that repaired real quick. Yeah, probably could send in both of them at the same time. Wouldn't have been a problem. Those hits are coming in quite nasty though. See if we can still stun them before anyone makes it in here. With that lockdown we should be assured of that. Alright. Don't know if we needed the lockdown, but we did it anyway. That's a 3-shot flag cannon, huh? You jerks. Why can I have nice things like that? Right, let's go after the crew then. You're already a experienced combatant, so we're just gonna let you handle it. I suppose I could use him to destroy all systems, but that would take way too long. Alright. Took a decent amount of damage on that one, actually. Okay, we actually get another store. What would I want? Well, a weapon would always be a nice thing to have. But it ain't happening. Another Rockman, probably not. So you sell for 25, huh? Okay. Let's move on. Okay, let's have a quick peek. Looks like we're boarding in weapons then. My control goes on. Lockdown. So I'd have to do this to your Rockman. But this allows me to kick the butt of every crew member except the doctor. Sorry, master. Alright, which means we're stuck again for quite a while. At least you're not getting hurt. Well, you will get hurt once the Zoltan explodes, but... And that's how you take out an entire ship with just one dude. Well, two, but the Rockman isn't really helping as much, I would say. I'll stop the laser fire now. Cool. Welcome aboard, Betty, which means you can be a designated pilot. Which means we can finally start upgrading our engines a bit. Aspen Core or Alpha Collective. This might be the NG homeworld. Escape fleet. You escaped the fleet into hyperspace. Travel at standard FTL speed, yes. Bustling core sector on it's a trade sector, okay. Likes watching intergalactic TV in their free time. Alright, let's do a bit more, but I'm about to cut it rather soon. This could be bad. You can board him, because the fires will just make this whole arrangement too harsh to deal with. Instead, we're just gonna cause interference on whatever it is they're planning to do, which means you go there, and we're gonna keep a vision on things with you. I wonder if I could stun him in a room that's on fire. Now that would be cool as heck. Does mean I need to get both of them in the same room, which is probably going to happen when a fire finally decides to kick in. Maybe. Nope, just the one. I thought he was going to go to engines, but apparently not. Come on, and repair drone. This is your thing. I've had one chance if we blew it. I mean, we could wait it out longer, but meh. Oh, great, sensors is out now. Wonderful. Can't see shite. Oh, we get new ones here as well. Well, makes sense. I mean, they aren't blue options. Let's see what happens. They respond, listen, it's not safe out here and we're weak. Take your pick, but please let us keep the rest. We'll need it just to pay for the repairs. Sure. Wish I knew I couldn't take that with me, but whatever. Alright. Everyone's running these days. I wonder what the jazz with that is. Is my reputation preceding me or what? Because by all means, I'm kind of wondering why I'm always dealing with the ships running away from me. But then again, you get mind controlled. Pilots is in, we're locking down. Let's see if we can do this. Again, if I end up stunning the rock, it's not the worst. Where's the other dude? And why is he looking a different color? Were you supposed to be stunned or something? Because you're not. Now we're back to normal color. Weird. Weird, 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 weird. Half our reactor has already been upgraded. Where the hell is all that power going to? Well, there's our combat augment, granted. It's probably that. It does take 3 power, you know. I probably will have to switch out some crews at some point as well. Sure, we're just gonna let them explode whilst running some more interference, because that's fun. Which means you probably need this anymore. Alright. And no. And no. Hey, you didn't get stunned. Congratulations. You walked on the other tile just in time to dodge that. Just realize that we are capable of getting hit. We will not accept surrender, though. It's hard without shields, isn't it? Yeah, well. Such is life. We're getting the lucky dodges, which is great. Something less to complain about. Right, a weapon would be nice though. Nope. I suppose you could take hacking. How much do I still have? We cannot take hacking. Because I want to go with cloaking. Yes. Well, in that case... we'll wait for a weapon, I guess. Sucks. I don't hope it's gonna be one of those other ones where I just can't find any decent weaponries, because I really dislike those. So what are you hacking? My sensors. I'm gonna keep you offline because I don't trust you for not hitting my crew. It seems drones tend to target the things you don't want them to target, and in this case that would be my crew. No idea where the fire is, so let's kick you up. Oh, it's right here. Okay. While your weapon strays the enemy, blah blah blah. Majestic stuff. All these systems and not a single one where I could make use of the Rockman. Man. It's a store, it might have weapons. What do you guys think? Let's have a look. Auto laser, huh? Well, I suppose so. I mean, for now. It's something. If I go here, don't move to here, don't move to here. Yeah, okay, we can still do that. We'll have to buy fuel. Stop pushing that button. Yeah, moron. Now don't go asking for missiles as well. Anti-combat drone. Okay. So we got a defense drone, an anti-drone, an anti-hull drone, and a system repair drone. Pretty much the entire thing except for an anti-personnel drone. And whatever. Anyway, that's where I'm going to cut it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you're still enjoying the series. Feel free to show support by commenting, liking, and or subbing. If you have a mod you want me to have a look at, feel free to drop a link in the video description. Links to this one will also be found in the video description. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye everyone.